Yes, guys. So, I've been stitched up here. I've been stitched up here. I am at Malvern Flower Show. Apart from the flower show hasn't begun yet, the garden's still being built, and that's why I'm here. I'm here helping someone on a show garden. I've just pulled up, and it has been lashing it down. So please stop. Let's go and find Kate, who we're helping, and get cracking. Here we are, Malvern, behind the scenes, and tell you what, I feel like it's going to be a tough day because it's very wet, and yeah. This is Kate's show garden here. I don't know if I'm allowed to show this yet, but we'll have a look. And then there's some sort of show going on over there. Here's all the other gardens. Let's get cracking. Here's Kate. Kate, say hello. Hello. So I've been saying to Kate that I'm a fair weather gardener and I don't sign up for this, so I might go sit in the car and wait until it stopped raining. And can I just point out that you've given me grief before now for being a fair weather gardener, and here I am in the absolute misery of rain. I give grief to everyone about anything. But the bonus today, I was saying to Neil, is that I don't have to paint. No, you don't. Because it's raining, so I can't. Otherwise, I would have, obviously. Oh, they're so heavy.
They're just cumbersome more than anything.
They're so heavy.
They're uncomfortable to lift. Right, I'm going to stand and direct.
Watch the fronds.
Yeah, watch the fronds. I'm watching the fronds.
You down.
Down. Stand it up. Oh man.
Which way?
Fuck.
What's happening?
Fuck. That way. No. Towards Neil a little bit. Okay, down.
There we go.
Down. Oh! Fuck!
Yes, so we are refreshed. We've had some lunch. I've had some boiled eggs from Tesco. Shout out Tesco, because they, in their packs, there's salad cream with them now, which is absolutely epic. I did stop recording them because yeah, we had a little bit of a problem with the tree ferns, but all sorted now. Tree ferns are up. Still, the weather has not yeah, it's not got any better. There's Kate still. She stopped having a whinge about the tree ferns now. So,
I'm not having a
here
whinge.
we go. Yes, she was. I had to stop recording.
I'm having a whinge about the painting, actually.
You've not done that yet?
No! There's so much painting to do.
Look at that. Hang on. Beautiful.
Good stuff.
So, this
Berry Hill
into
black
there.
topsoil.
Let's go. Get her doing something. Flipping it. Project manager over there.
Dracenias, what do we think?
Not bad, mate.
They're nice, aren't they?
Good.
They's nice.
We've started to fill this. Kate should have asked for the other bag, but she hasn't done it yet, so we're waiting now. Chairs are going there. What's going there? 5 pit?
No. This is a mini fernery with a table on the top.
Ooh.
It's a resin table, so you'll be able to see all the way through the middle of it. It's got fern leaves already set into the resin, so it'll kind of blend. It'll look really good.
Where's this one going?
Just chuck it at the front for now.
Make sure that bamboo's in the pot.
Yeah, I know.
Don't plant that bamboo in the grass. It'll take over, even if it's 3 weeks, it'll take over. It will. So guys, I was thinking, while I'm holding that upside down, what is the most underrated chocolate bar? For me, Toffee Crisp, and I am biased. I'm not saying the best chocolate bar, but the most underrated, where it's just underappreciated and it's a lot better than you realise at the time. So let me know. Lion bar, what a shout!
Yeah, man.
Well, Lion bar shout. Boost as well. Boost is up there, and double decker. So yeah, let me know, guys.
I'm going to take a fishing then.
Nah, I went fishing once. It's a bit boring for me.
I love it, it's just quiet.
What? Because Kate's not there.
Yep. And I love it because Neil's not there. I don't do camping. No, thank you. What's the name of where we are right now?
Malvern.
Thank you.
What's Darren saying?
Malvern.
Malvern.
Doing RHS Malvern.
Malvern.
That's it. I only noticed that because the first time I came, I was like, "Is it? How do you say it?"
Can't be having the rain, Adam.
It is raining,
It's not raining.
but it's sunny at the same time,
It's not raining.
and Kate's not happy.
It's not raining.
I've literally got rain on my camera, Kate.
It's not raining. I'm manifesting
Literally,
the not
guys, can you
raining.
see the rain?
I don't know where the
Fact. Can you hear it?
AM and stuff. What is it?
There we go. It is raining. Unbelievable. The weather here is crazy. You wouldn't believe it. We was having an absolutely lovely afternoon in the sun, sanding, painting, and the heavens have just opened. Just dashed for a little trickle, and I think that's going to be us heading. So yeah, next time I'm here, hopefully, fingers crossed, the garden will be there or thereabouts done, and I will also get some footage for like when it's actually properly done, when the show's on. I'll show you guys that as well. So yeah, I'll show you how it's looking. Very blustery at the minute. All the plants started sort of falling over, so quickly lay them down, protect them. So yeah, this is how we're looking, and yeah, close of play, and it's absolutely lashing it down. Unbelievable. Guys, we are back at Kate's garden. This won't go up until the show's live anyway, so I can show you how it's looking before the show starts. And yeah, this is what I'm doing right now, is I've got these Sarracenias and I've got to create a home right here. So yeah, let's see how I get on. So you can see I've started digging there, and it's absolutely awful to dig. So yeah, just done the lighting this morning. That's been my other job, and then planting some plants. So I've got here and just started grafting straight away because it is the last day today. So yeah, didn't feel like it was time to make any content or videos, but yeah, that's how I'm getting on, guys, and I'll keep you updated.
On yeah.
Yeah.
Not you,
There's
the
Neil.
girls. The grass is wet.
Wet.
Yeah. So we're putting sand in before we line it. Neil's doing a cracking job.
So are you.
It's a GoPro. It's a GoPro.
I thought it was like you can see through Earth or something. Oh, like some fancy measurer. What is that?
Yeah,
Like?
only the most talented people on this team. There's Alice. Looking busy. Looking busy.
I'm busy actually when I'm busy. I'm digging a hole.
Oh, flipping it. Come on, let's get Kate on.
Yeah, digging a hole.
About time she did something.
For a hookerer. Did some actual planting. My actual real job.
You still going? Yeah? Right, shall I stop? Shall I turn this off now and then dig the hole for you?
Yeah, please.
Yeah?
I'm tired, hurry up.
It is coming along nicely. We're having a really good time. The sun is out. It's a little bit windy, so it keeps on going a bit cold and a bit hot. You see the Malvern Hills behind me, and yeah, everything is coming together. So really good fun. So yeah, I can't wait to show you when it's done, and then maybe we'll get a word with Kate. You got permission to touch the pond?
More bloody plant.
There we go, filling up.
This is when we're not going to be level, is it?
We'll see. We'll soon find out. Looks all right, to be fair.
As there's water in there.
Yeah. So Steph, Neil already knows my trick.
Have you been teaching people about
No,
hoses?
Neil already knew, like to leave the hose in the
Did you?
water and not stand there with it the whole time.
Did you not have to be told that you don't have to hold on to your hose?
Oh, to be fair, I was just sitting there.
I was very tired when that happened.
Little update. Saracenias are
If 2
in.
minutes isn't that long, by the time you sort of say how you came.
Cara putting the last one in. Yes guys, I'm on 4% battery on here. I forgot to charge it up, so yeah, I don't know how much more you'll see or if you can even hear me because it is windy. It has been a case of taking our jackets off, putting them back on again. A little bit annoying, but we're getting there. Garden's looking amazing. Yeah, can't wait for you to see it and show you how amazing Kate's work is.
Yeah. Do you see me racing to stop you from moving? Yeah, because we don't want any of this muck. Just wait for you for a sec. That's it, fold it in. Neil, you've been so careful. Too fast. And then bring your end down to me. No. You bring it in slowly first. Yeah. The other one's going to make that. This is from the Ideal Garden. This Taram has done such a good job. When Steph got coffee. We had a moment. Yeah. We were like, oh god. I need to turn around and look at it without anything on and then get brush. You need to get some. Don't cry, because I'm going to cry and I can't cry.
It's Kate's job to cry. They're fair that.
It is so good. This is mental. Absolutely mental.
Yeah.
Cracking. Stuff. Have we got any sand left?
Well, I'm just going to put this in it to stop. No, you don't.
Oh, that's nice sand.
Yeah, but is it the same sand?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's so different with it lifted, isn't it? Do we think I need to wash it?
Yes.
How am I going to do that?
Are we looking, Jenny?
Yeah.
It's your our man. Talking about your our man.
Yeah, so great with your house.
Yeah, I know. It's going up to everyone.
Oh,
Yes.
yes, please. Before I start crying.
Oh, selfie!
I'm going to be so sad.
we're sat in your incredible show garden. Does it feel weird, sat in your show garden, all the work's complete, and now you've got loads of people filming all your plants as you just sat here chatting?
It is the most surreal thing, dude, honestly. I think, like, when you envisage building a show garden, I don't ever imagine what it's going to be like at show open. I
Yeah.
imagine the garden.
Yeah,
But seeing all of these people who are standing around us right now,
yeah,
it's so surreal.
yeah.
So surreal.
And as I was going around getting a few clips, the one thing the majority of people mentioned was colour.
Yes.
Because obviously, especially in the sort of trends of garden design now, the colours in your garden do really stand out, because you do like your bright purple, or is it blues?
Purple.
Purples. You do like
Purples,
your
purples.
bright purples. So yeah, what inspires that? What's your love behind that? And why do you try to make sure you incorporate that within your sort of gardens?
Well, purple is really significant to me because when I was a little girl, my nan, who was one of the first people to introduce me to gardening, she loved purple, and I always used to ask her to make me a purple dress for Christmas. And one
Okay.
year, she made me the most beautiful, big, sparkly purple dress.
Yeah,
And when she passed away, I kind of wear purple and use purple as a homage to her,
yeah,
because it reminds me of her, and every time I see purple it makes me happy,
Yeah.
and it makes me think of her. So that's why it's here today, and that's why it's in my
so it's
brand.
basically your personality, and I
Yeah.
think that's what is powerful about this garden, is you can see that it's got a lot of personality in
Yeah, I think it's very easily kind of, I think people will know it's mine.
Yeah.
If you've seen anything that I've done before, people will know that it's mine,
Yeah.
because this is essentially what I love. It's the tropical plants, it's the lush, the greens, kind of textural planting.
Yeah,
Love it.
and I think that's the thing with garden design. I think sometimes with garden design, it can all be sort of too focused on trends and sort of what's in, and then gardeners can, and especially obviously show gardens, when you sort of then starting to try and pick up the points and the marks and tick this box and that box, it can all start to look quite similar, and there can be a little bit of lack of personality sometimes. So I think that it makes it stand out even more.
Yeah, it's definitely the polar opposite to everything else at this show garden, this
Yeah.
design. And I don't like to stick with a trend. I
Yeah.
like to plant the things that I love. And essentially, I want to encourage people to step outside the box of this is what you should plant in a cottage garden.
Yeah.
And plant the things that are A, in the right place, and B, the things that you love the most.
Yeah,
So just because I've got a tetrapanax underplanted with some Nepeta,
yeah,
that's not wrong.
yeah.
And a lot of people will think that it might be wrong because they're two very different plants, but they look
Yeah.
beautiful together.
Yeah, and so coming off that then, there's a lot of plants in here which there'd be a little bit of work going into winter. So how some of these plants, how would you help them to survive the winter, or a day at Malvern?
Oh gosh,
because it is
well,
quite cold today.
It is freezing today.
So, yeah, what sort of work goes into it? What if you name sort of 3 plants, because obviously there are a lot of them, so let's not go through all of them.
No.
But 3 plants that people may be a little bit scared of, which you think people should not be as scared of, and that they can plant in their garden over winter perfectly fine if they know how to do it,
Yeah.
and really add to their garden.
So first of all, we're going to start with the Sarracenias that are right at the front of the garden. Those are carnivorous plants, and everybody thinks that they're tender, but they're not.
Yeah.
They can cope with really good minus temperatures.
Yeah.
They're deciduous, so they die back over winter and they grow up. You don't have to overwinter them in any way. You don't protect them in any way. As long as it's not kind of minus 10 to 15 for long periods of time, which we get rarely,
Yeah.
they'll be happy.
Yeah.
They're more than
And
happy.
a good pond plant, because I learnt this
Yeah.
last year at Malvern actually.
Yeah.
So I was in there and someone told me, and then I bought one for my pond. So
Yeah.
and it has started to die back, and the new shoots have started to come up.
Yeah. So they're
because I did
brilliant
have
pond
my
plants.
doubts.
They did.
Leaving it in a freezing pond over
It's
winter,
stressful,
but it's
isn't it?
still alive.
So those are the first ones. The next one is obviously a tree ferns.
Yeah.
Tree ferns, people are terrified of a tree fern.
Yeah.
And they don't need to be,
No.
because as long as you've got the right environment, they need a little bit of shade. And if you put oak leaves, is what I
Yeah.
do with mine, into the top of the crown. Some people wrap the tops of the crowns, some people don't. I
Yeah.
don't wrap mine because I'm in a very sheltered garden. If I was in an exposed garden, I would wrap tops.
See, mine's a little bit more exposed, so I tend to wrap it with some fleece or hessian.
Yeah, so I
to
don't
give it
bother
that
with mine because
extra bit.
mine's very, very kind of sheltered.
Yeah.
But you don't have to worry about them so
No.
much. You know, in New Zealand they will cope with up to -5 in
Yeah.
New Zealand, so don't stress about them. We've got the Cyathea cooperii, which is the big tree fern that's at the back.
Yeah.
These do need a little bit more TLC. They need to stay above 10 degrees over winter.
Okay.
And they need humidity and moisture
Yeah.
in the air. But if you've got a heated greenhouse, or if you've got a conservatory, or if you've got a massive bathroom,
Yeah.
you can overwinter them inside quite easily.
Yeah, yeah.
As long
So
as you
taking that instead of, so you're taking it inside as a houseplant, enjoying it through the winter
Yeah,
as well,
yeah.
and then sort of bringing it
Bring it
back
out,
outside
yeah.
for the summer.
Well, why not? I mean,
So-
that one lived in my bathroom until it got too big.
Yeah.
And it has a grow light over the top of it, and
Yeah.
it has the humidity of the bathroom, and it has the heat of the kind of house, and it's fine over
Yeah.
winter. But now it lives in a greenhouse because it's massive.
Yeah, and you've got quite a selection of ferns, or should I say Neil's got quite a
Neil's got a selection of ferns, yeah.
So we can see quite a lot in this garden from
Yeah.
your own.
I love a fern.
And so a few of the other things is I want to talk about the contraption that we have behind.
Yeah,
so you
man,
can tell
it's
us a bit
wicked,
about
right?
that and the plant that's coming out of it.
Okay, so this is an ultrasonic atomizer.
Yeah.
And it's basically a little disc that vibrates at a pace that means that the water gets distributed and turns into mist.
Yeah.
And it also heats the water as well a little bit.
Okay.
So that water's nice and kind of nice temperature, and the plants that are surrounding it need humidity and they need a little bit of extra heat, which is what that is providing for them.
Okay.
So
awesome.
it's a really cool device. It's
Yeah.
not very difficult to use. You just got to keep the water at the right level.
And it shows that in a small garden, you can have water in your garden to obviously,
Yeah.
And last year I actually made a sort of mini pond in a plant pot, and I actually decided, because of where it was, I wanted to just fill it with hostas because I didn't get to enjoy the actual water inside it that much. Now when I went to actually empty it, there was a frog in there. And it had only been there for like a month or two, so it just shows that if you put any water in your garden,
yeah.
frogs and stuff like that, they will find a way.
That exact planter was in my garden for
Yeah.
about 3 weeks, and you can see how tall it is off the floor.
Yeah.
There was nothing around it, and there was a frog in there. So we
Yeah.
had to make a frog ladder. God knows how the frog got in it. I mean, if it's
No.
got a big jump on it or
Crazy.
what, but there was a frog in it, and we made a frog ladder so that it can get out. But any water is brilliant in your garden, any kind of bits, definitely.
And so another thing is the table. I
Yeah,
love the table.
table.
So the roots underneath,
Yep,
I love them.
thanks.
And can you tell us a little bit about what else is underneath
Yeah,
this table?
okay. So Gary the Viking made
Yeah.
this table for me.
I met him over here a
He's
minute ago.
amazing. I don't know
Yeah.
where he is now.
I think
but
he's harassing all the people looking at your garden, telling them
about
he
the table.
made this table.
I think he should. He should be bloody proud of this table. It's beautiful. So this was a concept that I came up with at about 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
I rang Gary the next day and said, Gary, I need a table and it needs to have some roots coming out the bottom of it.
Now,
And he went,
quickly.
no, you're ridiculous. No, he didn't. He's always on board with my stupid ideas.
Yeah.
Gary's helped me on a couple of occasions now. But I love the fact that it's see-through but not.
Yeah.
And it gives a little bit of an extra jump in layers, so it kind of steps up, the garden steps up as you go backwards. And the roots obviously are the same reason the roots are on the planters at the back. It represents all of the people who've helped me to get to where I am today.
Yeah.
They laid the foundations for me to be able to be here, including yourself. I include you in that because you
Oh,
helped
really?
me massively. Yeah,
Where's
dude.
my root then? You need to.
Your root
I
is
want my name on it.
your root's about this big. No, but I do
Shallow roots.
genuinely appreciate your friendship, man, honestly. And underneath it are some little fairy houses that my son carved by himself
Awesome.
at 10 years old with a bloody carving knife.
He's good with a knife.
Yeah, but it was terrifying at the time. But yeah, he was brilliant with it,
Yeah,
and
awesome.
those are there for him. And then we've got the little watering cans, they're the little kind
Yeah.
of feature.
Hold on, what?
The watering cans, there's 10 of them in the garden, and it's a little hide and seek for my son for when he comes, and for other children to find and things,
Yeah.
and big adults.
Yeah, it's beautiful, that is, because it's something that I sort of really like the concept of, and I know when we was talking about designing a garden together, we
Yeah.
spoke exactly about that. And the reason I had that in my head was because I remember going to this Church of England round the corner from a primary school when I was a kid, and we went in and they had this these handmade piece of furniture, and certain ones had a mouse on, and we had to run round the church looking for a piece of furniture that had mice on.
Yeah.
And I can vividly remember that being a really sort of happy, fun sort of memory.
Yeah,
and so when you sort of come to, like, Malvern's are very much a garden show where you can bring family. There's a lot of space, there's a lot of facilities, and so it gives children something to be interested in, and sort of a little bit of interest to look around the garden.
It gets people to engage with the garden in a different way.
Yeah.
And anything that kind of gets people to look a little bit closer, I'm all over that. And I do this every time I do a show garden or a show, is I hide something for him, because he sacrificed his time with his mummy in order for me to be able to do what I do. So it's only right that I give him something, just even if it's a tiny little watering can treasure hunt, something to say thank you to him for being so patient and letting me do the thing that fills me with the most joy, which is gardening and garden design. Yeah.
And I think one day maybe you'll both be designing one together.
I hope so. I would love that, a mother and son design garden, except I don't really want a donut shop in it, because that's what he wants.
I'm sure you'll compromise.
Yeah.
Kate, thank you so much for showing us around the garden. Thank you so much for letting me be a part of, even just for the few days that I was here, just sort of pottering about.
Dude, your help, we could not have built this garden without your help.
Oh, don't say that.
Genuinely.
Tell him.
Couldn't have built this garden without his help. But honestly, your help and your support, and if people don't understand how much I appreciate you as a friend.
I can't take compliments, so should
I
we
know
leave
you
it
can't.
there?
It's making you really uncomfortable, and it's making me really happy because it's making me squirm. Love it.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm going to continue looking around and getting a few clips to show everyone over what we've sort of spoken about. And well done on the Silver Gilt Medal. RHS award-winning garden designer, Kate Mason.
Thanks, dude.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, dude.
And so that was Kate Mason's garden, a hierarchy of plants, and I hope you enjoyed the video. And it actually ended up winning the People's Choice Award. So congratulations to Kate, and thank you for letting us be a part of it. And I think you'll all agree how amazing it turned out and how well she did. And here's to many more show gardens in the future. I'll put her ats for Instagram and stuff in the bio, so you can check out her future projects. And thank you for watching, guys. As ever, if you can like and subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. But more importantly, look after yourselves, and I'll catch you on the next one. Chelsea this week, come on!